Everybody, it's Stan. My video today is going to be exactly how I detox mercury and about 12 other heavy metals. I took all of my videos down. I'm putting some back up. A lot of reasons. You can email me. I can talk to you about it. But I'm just going to put some back that are more pertinent to most people to try to help people at least see that they might be metals toxic, and there might be a solution to their problems. Again, I'm not a doctor. I just went through all this, and I just try to pass on my information. Please, verify things with your doctor. Find a doctor who's going to work with you and share ideas. I use a functional doctor for that reason. She can do all the technical stuff and explain things to me, and then we work together on how to get through some of the issues. This link here is my blog, which should be still up. Hopefully I'll keep it going. I do need to clean it up though, so this takes a lot of work doing all this stuff. You can subscribe there, get on my mailing list. My goal is, again, open our minds to other possibilities as to why we're ill. If you believe something and it's incorrect, we'll never find a true root cause. If you believe you have diseases, then you're probably going to have diseases the rest of your life. If you look into heavy metal as a possible cause for disease, like I did, you will reverse diseases, or you could reverse diseases. All this stuff here, I'm not going to read to you, but these are key things I go over with people when they approach me. Before I do anything, I double and triple check that they really got all their amalgams out. There's nothing hidden in there. They're not eating seafood every week. They're not taking fish oil supplements that have mercury in them. They don't have MTHFR. If you have all those issues, or mold and mycotoxins and all that, you can't just jump into some detox program. Okay, you got to address the whole big picture. Boosting glutathione was my main detox. So I'll just list through my numbers, number 1 through 20 something here, my thoughts as they came to me. What worked for me may not work exactly the same for you, so use this information as a guide. Mostly the need for chelation is what I question. I did not need to do that, yet I see everyone runs to chelation programs. I did do IV chelation years ago when I first got hit with mercury. I stupidly did not remove all my amalgams. I left one in there, forgot about it, and that one amalgam was like literally running me into the ground about 15 years later. I kept having symptoms. I didn't realize they were all mercury. Sinus trouble, earaches, aches and pains, headaches, dizzy, vertigo, all that stuff. Then I finally connected the dots again, and I realized it's got to be mercury. I removed that last amalgam, and this is what my video is all about right now. I always tell people to check into these first few ideas. MTHFR, address this to boost your natural detox, which is glutathione. That's really all I did. That was my game changer for me. Okay, boosting glutathione, I think, was the key. Many people try to do oral chelation without addressing MTHFR. They get really messed up. So it's a huge, huge thing to verify. Okay, some groups say it's not an issue. Do your own thinking on this and don't listen to other people all the time. You can hurt yourself. Removing all your amalgams. Even one left was killing me as the toxicity built up. That's what mercury does. When you hit a tipping point, it builds up. Check for even a tiny speck of mercury that's left in. Many people struggle trying to detox for years, and they find out they had a speck left that 3 or 4 dentists told them they didn't have any specks left. Finally, a dentist found it, and they got well. So that's one of the first things I tell people. Even when they tell me they're dentists and 3 dentists already said nothing's there, I know too many people that finally found something hidden there that the dentist wasn't noticing or seeing. Okay, look under crowns, root canals. Okay, also any other exposure, tattoos, the red dye of a certain year can have mercury. Stop eating all seafood. Don't take fish oil supplements. Don't take cod liver oil. I'm talking to different people lately who are, I only eat tuna once a week. We laugh about Google for information source, but Google how much mercury is in tuna or cod fish. It's the highest level amounts according to Google. Personally, I don't trust any seafood. I don't know how any fish could not have mercury in it. Mercury's literally in the water everywhere at trace amounts, and the fish are constantly drinking the water, right? That's how they breathe. Poor fish. Use only IOAMT safe removal. IOAMT.org. You can see the removal protocol. Don't do it unsafely. Even when you do it safely, you can have exposure, so be prepared for that. Again, prepare properly. No vitamin C before, or you can take it the day of, right after you're done. It can affect the numbing stuff, from what I understand, and that's related kind of to MTHFR. Some people take activated charcoal before as a binder. I didn't do binders. I just was leery about putting any more stuff inside me when I was back then pretty sick. So I just muddled through without binders. You know, you can always try them. I just didn't put anything more into me that I didn't know what the effect was going to be. Don't delay. The sooner they're out, the sooner you can heal. The minute I had my last amalgam out, I literally, like, my whole body felt relief. Like you finally got that junk out of you. Was kind of like my body yelling. I tried ALA, alpha lipoic acid. I couldn't tolerate it. I thought I was going to chelate with it. I had some kidney issues at the time, so I couldn't do the other chelators. Because I couldn't tolerate ALA, I said the heck with chelation. I'm just going to give it some time, see what my body does. I was also starting the MTHFR supplements around that time, and I seemed to be detoxing naturally quite well. I dumped like crazy from about 5 weeks to the end of month 9 or 10, which is the dump time cycle. Just like Andy Cutler's book says, I followed that graph to a T. Some people don't dump. I don't know why they don't dump. I've asked the question many times, and I get all kinds of mixed answers, so people don't really know, I guess, is my opinion. Some don't dump as harshly as I did. Some dump kind of gently. Some did dump very hard like I did. Like, people were emailing me, messaging me saying, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to die today, and when is this going to end? This is crazy. I thought yesterday was bad. This is 10 times worse. Well, that's how the dump was. I was literally on all fours a couple times saying, you know, please stop this. You know, how much more can I take? I looked for an acupuncture doctor at the time to relieve some of the pain, and it did help. Let's see, I feel fine now. I'm about 5 years after all amalgams are removed. The snow just fell down on the side of the house, if you heard that noise rumbling. All my symptoms that I had reversed, even like chronic kidney disease is reversing slowly, which, you know, the medical system's surprised at that because those things don't reverse. If you go to a kidney specialist, they just wait till your kidneys fail and put you on dialysis or look for a new kidney. And I thank God I knew root cause was heavy metals. So I do have diverticulitis now. That came up as a diagnosis about 3 years after the removal. And lately I just found I got this SIBO thing. I'm not sure why the SIBO, unless maybe I always had it. I just didn't look into it. The diverticulitis I feel is a long-term damage thing. We don't get these pockets in our digestive system overnight. It takes time to destroy your colon, and I think metals can do that. That's the way the metals come out of us. That's just my thought. So again, better reason to get this out of you sooner than later. I had damage going through me for 40 years from amalgams in my mouth, so you can imagine, you know, what might 40 years going through your digestive system do. Careful to not take too many supplements at one time. It's hard to sort out what's really causing what. I was very thiol intolerant, and it got better a few weeks after removal. And as that cleared up, I ate more and more thiols. So it's kind of a crazy balance there. Thiols bond with the metals and help remove them. That was my thought. So again, another natural way of detoxing. Garlic, onions, I ate a lot of that stuff. I walked a lot to sweat, even when I was exercise intolerant and I did not sweat normally. I just kept pushing it a bit more as I could. Sweat is a natural detox. It's fantastic. I think we should all be sweating so many times a week, and it helps keep toxins down. It comes out our skin. You know, when your liver's bogged down, I've read that your body will try to get toxins out of your skin. Just a caution with oral chelation. Many get harmed if they don't address MTHFR. That's what I'm hearing a lot lately. Even groups that were against MTHFR is an issue. I have a friend who's exactly like this right now. She got very ill after DMSA, and she has MTHFR. Okay? Big caution there. So a timeline for me, from the day of removal, I felt normal for a few weeks, like, wow, I'm healed. Like I immediately felt like a normal person again. It was a great relief. And then the dump hit out of nowhere like a ton of bricks, maybe 5 weeks after removal. Like I went out one night and man, did I get sick feeling. I said, what did I do? What's going on now? I went home and it was the beginning of the dump. It gradually got worse from around 5 weeks, month and a half, 2 months, to around the 9th or 10th month. Month 6 to 9 is the worst of the dump. That's exactly what Cutler's book says, and that's exactly what I felt. Then I felt okay after month 9 or 10, but I was still recovering things like adrenal fatigue. Took maybe 3 years to, and even now I guess I could say I might still be seeing gains 5 years down the road, but tiny, tiny gains. It was more after up to the 3 year point, I was about 90% normal. Again, I don't know what normal was for me. I was 40 years sick, right? So I think I'm normal, but I'm very, very good. I'm not limited by nothing. I do everything I want to do. I play drums in a band. I have energy again. I'm 60 years old. I feel better than when I was 30. So that's all my gauge, okay? I sweat more normally now. Everything is working better. So again, after about 3 years, I'd say I was really good. 5 years, I was excellent. But now I'm maybe seeing some long-term issues, which is my concern for everybody out there. And I'll just say this out loud. I think we're all writing the textbook right now. Everybody thinks they're an expert out there. Unless you were toxic yourself, you don't really know how this works. Doctors, God bless you all, trying to help us and stuff, but there's a lot of information out there that's questionable, I'll say, and has hurt people. And I have people coming to me doing things that are prescribed by doctors, and I find out that they're thiol intolerant, and they shouldn't be taking any of the stuff that they're taking. It's making them like sicker than anything every day from redistribution. So I'm not knocking the doctors or the system. All I'm saying is, please try to understand. I believe this is the first time in modern history, or any history, where humans have been so poisoned. So there is no book, there's no textbook. We're all writing the textbook. And what I worry about is long-term exposure. What does it do to us? My chelation doctor, 20 years ago, he was way ahead of his time. He felt low-level heavy metal type toxicity over a long period of time is more dangerous, more damaging than acute toxicity. And I tend to totally agree with that. I'm an example of maybe that right now. Okay. Number 23, boosting glutathione was my main approach to detox. They say all autoimmune people have low glutathione. Heavy metals lowers glutathione. And when was the last time your doctor tested your glutathione? Okay, I guess I'll leave it right there. Hopefully this is helpful. I talk fast because I only have 15 minutes. Any questions, I'd be more than happy to help you out. Please like and comment the video, subscribe. People are passing my videos around other people to help them. And, if all I do is just get somebody's mind open to the possibilities of metals and heavy metals and chemicals affecting us, instead of a lot of the other stuff that's being thrown around and confusing us. That's all my intent is here, and I hope you find your way to good health. Take care. Thank you.